Alright guys, it's time to start. I don't know if that Heart of the Swarm trailer did manage to hype you up even more. I don't know if it's even possible, but the first game has started. The game will be between two Grandmaster players. One is, and you can only see L's in his nickname, but he said, when he introduced himself to me, he said, oh, I'm just a gnome name, so don't mind that. And he is Pookie. And by the way, Yakatag, are you with me? Just wondering.
I'm with you.
Yeah, great.
I am here.
So on the other side on the map, we have Miszu spawning as the blue Terran, and with me, co-casting is the Jakatag, and you can find a link to our Twitter accounts on the bottom right corner of the screen. So we'll have an opening best of 3 between Terran and a Protoss. Now, the map is Muspelheim, one of the maps you don't see that often, but we decided, after your last feedback, guys, we decided it's going to be fun if we get that map into the pool. So here we are. Okay, so we see Miszu going for 1 Rux. There is already a gas, so it won't be any build related with fast expanding, I guess. On the other side, we have a gateway and also a gas, so I guess this will be a standard 1 base play until the guys are secure enough and they could take up an expansion. So what do you think, the Yakatag?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a lot of a gas getting taken in general. I think I've seen just so many games with 1 Rax gasless expand that I don't even remember what a gas looks like for a Terran player in the beginning of the game. Yeah, but yeah, Pookie, that's a hell of a name, right? I want to know the story behind that particular one,
we may ask him in the lobby before the next game. Yeah, so we have 1 gate core, second gas being taken. That's quite unusual. But then he also has scouted his opponent going 1 gas, so I'm not so surprised that the Protoss player is not going for a very fast expansion. We have a factory from Miszu. There is only 1 gas, so I expect this may be some form of a Helion expand. What do you think?
Yeah, it definitely looks like that, some sort of reactor to Hellion play. And Protoss player is at least going to get expanded at this point, which is pretty interesting. I don't know, the rush distances on the map they seem to be pretty long. I've never actually played on this map, but the rush distances seem to be pretty long. Going for the fast expand would be the play that I would make in this situation, but they both seem to be going for a little bit more army and tech focused opener.
It smells to me, if I would be to place a bet on what Miszu is going for, he may be going for a Hellion drop. But that's not very certain. Now, what we saw Pookie react to is he scouted, he saw the gas, so instead of going 1 core, 1 gate core and then expand, he felt threatened, so he doesn't want to do that. He wants to be pretty much safe with 2 gates, and also a Twilight Council, so it's a strange game to start the tournament with, I tell you that. Far from standard games that you see.
Definitely is.
A Tech Lab and Starport and Banshee.
Is this a 1-1-1? Is that a Tech Lab? Yeah, that's a Tech Lab.
This is most definitely, yeah. But Banshee with no cloak.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there will be a cloak rush. At this point, it would just be too late to go for cloak for Miszu. But he wants to do some form of harass and then expand after that. So it's kind of fun to see his style of play. Both of these guys are Grandmaster players, so you can expect the best of them. We already have 3 gates and a robo and a blink. Now this is highly unusual from Pookie.
I mean, he might have been smelling the same thing that you did with some sort of a Hellion drop when he scouted in there and he said, oh, I'll get Blink to worry about that. But I mean, we've got Banshees, tanks. I don't see Siege mode on the way. I don't know if it's already been gotten. No, we don't have any Siege mode yet, so.
No.
It seems like, I feel like there's going to be a timing push coming on with the Banshees and the...
By the way, what's going to be awesome in Heart of the Swarm is the fact that the siege tanks have the siege tech right away. You don't need to research that.
No, it's not going to be awesome at all. Oh god.
It's going to play that. It's going to be the best. Now, a very tight situation, and Pookie is moving up. Miszu could have caught these stalkers by surprise if he moved his army first, but then the stalkers already saw the first round of firing against them, so he didn't want to risk it. Now blink stalkers with 4 gates, I guess, in the base.
Main base.
Yeah, exactly. Taking off, a very smart move, taking up the workers that are in the gas first. But there's also an observer here, but I guess Pookie doesn't know that this Banshee has no cloak. So when this Banshee was made in a factory some far away on the planet of Tarsonis, they thought, sorry, you're going to be deficient, my friend. No.
Yeah, so both of them go for some. I mean, we're 8 minutes into the game. There's no expands down yet, so some one base on one base play. He is getting the siege mode now.
Ooh,
oh,
nice
catch! Oh, nice catch! Nice catch. He's still got that blink observer force, and I think it's going to be a really nice position for the Protoss player, despite the fact that he's in a supply deficit right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And Miszu moving up with his army, trying to pick the stalkers. Now Pookie playing it extra safe. He doesn't want to waste the blink to blink into an enemy army. He knows that he has
definitely not that army.
Yeah, you know, there are 3 siege tanks, there's a Banshee, a lot of Marines, so these stalkers are not quite up to par with what we see. But what the stalkers do, and that's actually extra smart, is they contain the Terran. And Terran right now cannot take the expansion, or at least feels threatened. And you know, the stalkers run away, which is also smart. And behind that, Pookie takes a Nexus. So a very unstandard opening, non-standard opening. I haven't seen that in a very long while. You might have seen games like this. Oh, but anyway, we have
nice push.
Yeah, we have
oh
the
my
stalkers.
God. That was fantastic play. The Terran goes out to move in and start his push with the SCVs even. This is a big push.
Yeah.
He comes in, blinks in the main, buying himself some time to keep that expansion safe. Manages to mess with the blink a little bit and lose the stalker, but really nice play. You can see the Terran player is now, he's really trying to move out and make this push happen, but every time he's going to move out, those stalkers are going to go into his base. Really nice plays from Pookie.
Now, so right now what this forces the Terran to do is to separate his army or to go all in, and I think Miszu decides to go exactly for that. His army is much stronger. It's 53 army supply against 19, so I'm not so sure that Pookie will look so smart after all. 5 gates, but I'm sorry, there's insufficient supplies. And he already managed to complete the Nexus, so he may have a lot of trouble defending. There is last hope in the name of a Dark Shrine, but I'm not sure that's going to save his butt right now.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good, and Miszu has 2 scans saved up right now, so that Dark Shrine is not going to be very... Oh, this is just not looking good at all for the Protoss player. Nice move by Miszu to just go forward and attack, knowing that the army would be weak on the Protoss side. Targeting down exactly some pylons.
So it seems. Oh, dear Artos, this was a dedication to you.
So that was the Tastosis pylon. There was 2 of them.
Ah, yeah.
The Tastosis pylons. That's what that was.
It was a lone Archon. Yeah, so anyway, it seems the game is over for the Protoss. He's still trying to do his damage, but then what Terran can do, you know, as a last resort, is just fly off with his buildings. And that's what he does. So he even saves up on expansion. In the worst case scenario, he will still have ways of coming back to this game. Now, an interesting fact is that Pookie takes an extra Nexus on the map.
In a base race.
Yeah.
In a base race scenario like this, though, I mean, we're gonna have to be looking at the armies, and we have a bunch of stalkers. Not a whole lot of stalkers. Army supply, it's 43 to 25 right now, and I don't know. Do you think that the Protoss can come out of this alive somehow?
I'm not. You know, I don't want to place bets against Protoss right now and say that he's screwed, but I don't think there is a way for him to come back from this game right now.
It's definitely looking rough. He's gonna have to get some luck or something. Maybe some sort of a miracle. But
yeah, but it's not an RPG. You cannot roll a critical hit here, so you're only left with what you have.
Oh no!
Oh my God! And the stalkers. Yeah, caught up.
The tanks were sieged and everything. I don't know if that was fortunate or just happened to know the path the stalkers would take, but
And this just adds up to the total experience of this cynical shark that flies around the map and throws bubbles around. And he has seen so many of these. And do you know the shark that I'm talking about?
Yeah, the shark in the middle of the map.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, is that the same? What I want to know is that the same shark as a Cloud Kingdom shark? Are they
Yes,
related? You know, are they friends?
It may have a different texture, but I imagine they're at least cousins.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of resemblance. I would guess that they're family of some sort, definitely.
All right. So Pookie's still trying to keep his way in the game, but not sure that's going to be possible. Miszu is being very effective at moving around the map, and Pookie left with only a bunch of stalkers now. He doesn't even have a gateway, so he can't even warp additional units, and Miszu has been very throughout about cleaning the Protoss's base. And right now, sorry, it's down to this one Nexus, and I think Pookie is just going to be extremely annoying. He still has money for another Nexus, but
yeah,
what
this is a best of 3, right?
Yeah, this is a best of 3, and
I mean, maybe he's trying to prolong the game and just sort of get inside of Mizu's head, try to wear him out, and be like, haha, I'll put pounds all over the map, you'll never catch me.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's one of the most annoying things that can happen to you, and people say, oh, that only happens on Ladder. No, it doesn't.
Oh, it happens here.
Yeah, it happens
now.
Yeah, exactly right. So, Pookie, you know, the stalkers are going to be wiped out, at least, you know, one less to go.
Oh, you know what's really sad? He didn't get one DT out. If he had gotten one DT out, all he had to do was prevent this orbital command from landing and dropping a scan, and he would have been fine. And he's just a few hit points away, maybe like a couple of hit points, a couple hundred hit points away from burning these 2 structures down, which are the only structures remaining for Miszu. So that has to be frustrating.
Yeah. But he cannot do nothing about that. I mean, he is trying to annoy Miszu around the map and try to keep his forces moving, so he has enough time to, you know, have his Nexus ready and all of that. But I don't see that happening right now. I just don't see that happening at all.
Yeah, Mitsu's just going to be wandering around. He's got a couple of rogue SCVs that are doing the scouting.
Yeah. A very strange game to start the tournament with. Oh my god.
Definitely is. I mean, you gotta give.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gotta give credit to Pookie, because I mean, he's a survivor. You know, he's like, I don't care how far behind I am. I'm gonna fight it off to the end. I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's not. I don't know. He's at.
Oh, and Miszu has found the secret Nexus. So this is the secret shrine where Protosses go to pray. And I'm sorry, you know, the Terrans are on the way, and they have no respect for the Protosses.
Absolutely no respect at all.
And Protosses don't have enough minerals to build another shrine. So sorry. And this Nexus is, I think, one of a couple of last buildings on the map to remain, and that's it. That's a GG. Yeah. You cannot go away from this.
This has to be one of the most stubborn GGs I've ever seen in a tournament.
It's not a GG. I can make a bet right now that we won't see a GG. This will be the last building remaining. I mean,
we're gonna see some rage quit. Do you think that's what we're gonna?
Well, we already see has
revealed.
Yeah, he's being revealed. So right now it's just a matter of taking down an assimilator. No, I just don't see this happening. Now, I was trying to find potential ways in which Pookie can come back to the game, but that's not possible.
Actually, I mean, Miszu almost made a critical misstep and landed his orbital command for a little while to do some scans. If Pookie had noticed that, he might have been able to get it down into the red. Also, the factory is absolutely able to get killed off by the stalkers if he finds it. The issue is the number of stalkers at this point in the game is 4, and that is not a whole lot.
So we have a couple of pylons. We have a player that is trolling the tournament. We don't mind that.
No, not at all. Well, I think he has a psychological advantage going for this. If he just gets under Mizu's skin, if Mizu's a player that's known to go on tilt, then he might be able to make him upset with this game, and maybe be able to make a comeback happen.
Miszu very smartly splitting his army, and now with 2 Banshees, he'll be picking up the pylons on the map. No, at this point there is nothing. Oh, and even a scan to kill the observer. That's just perfect.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's too bad that he didn't keep an observer on that orbital command, because he could have run in and dealt some damage.
Well, I can imagine that after this game, Miszu will be pretty much annoyed going to the next game. No GG, just running around the map, being as annoying as possible, and even picking up a siege tank. That's quite okay.
That's pretty solid. I mean, technically, you can kill any amount of Marines with Stalkers if you micro them perfectly, because they have a range advantage.
But see
but the
how
siege
much
tanks, I don't think so. You'd have to run in here and deal some damage. And then blank out every time and regen all of his shields, and then do that over and over and over again.
See how
and he's
much
actually dealing damage.
Yeah, see how much how much he has worn the Terran off. The Terran's army, when we said, oh, it's going to be a GG, was much smaller than what it is right now. And the Marines have been killed, a lot of workers have been killed, a Banshee was picked off, and a siege tank with just a bunch of stalkers. That's quite okay.
Oh, it's too bad too.
3 buildings left on the map, yeah.
He moved his SCV that was spotting the area where Miszu keeps landing his command center to drop scans. It's too bad. Oh god! Oh no! And it's down to 3. 3 stalkers to rule them all. Oh god.
How annoying.
10 supply to 26. What a way to start the day, huh? 2 stalkers. Just leave. Oh! Mitsu's tilting.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So we have the first game up. We have the first game that has just finished. Miszu leading 1-0 after a very annoying first game. We'll be going into the second game in about a minute, but the first game was, I believe, one of the most annoying games that Miszu had to play in a very long while. So if that didn't get Pookie into Miszu's head.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, is this a loser picks map sort of situation, or?
Yes, it is a loser picks map. So right now Pookie will be picking a map, and we'll wait a second for that. So guys, we'll be back with you in a matter of minutes. So enjoy the hype trailer for Jegalisk TV, Jegalisk Master Cup. Alright, we're back. The game will be starting shortly. The players are now picking the map. So, Yakatag, what sort of map do you think they will pick for this game?
I don't know. I haven't really seen the map pool. I'd be definitely really excited to see another.
You haven't done your homework?
Oh, you know, I've done some of my homework, and the map pool was the part of the homework that I didn't do, unfortunately. I don't know what the punishment is. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to stay for detention at the Jägerlist detention.
You have to write Jägwen is awesome 300 times on a blackboard.
Oh no! God, I gotta go to the chalkboard and write Jägwen is awesome. I already did that this morning though. That's part of my normal routine. I write, just to remind myself, So I've got my fantastic lemon echinacea tea. What are you drinking this evening? This
I
afternoon?
have 3 cups around myself. I have an iced water. I
Okay.
have, a lemon tea, and also I have yerba mate. I don't know if you heard about yerba mate.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Definitely. Nice healing caster liquids. Very good.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, Liquid Snoot is saying he'll be playing,
Ooh.
and we'll be going into that. So we'll leave Mishu alone to fight off his nightmares with Pookie. Ooh, I mean, I can imagine the second game is going to be quite rough. But now we'll be going into Liquid Snoot versus Turek, both Grandmaster players again. And if I recall that right, you said that Snoot was first in Grandmaster.
Yeah,
Right now?
Snoot is first in the Grandmasters right now, and he's coming off a first place victory in Home Story Cup, taking out players like Stefano
Yeah, I know.
and Symbol. Oh my god.
One of the favorites in this tournament. Now, I feel pretty strong about Kerr because last time he did, wow, he outperformed what people, so I don't want to say that, but he outperformed and people in the chat went, oh my god, I didn't know Kerr plays that well. And it seems he has been under some heavy practice recently and right now is on fire. So we'll be going into Liquid Snoot very soon.
Cool. Do you know if Kerr's on a team right now, or if he's looking for a team?
I'm not so sure. We'd have to check with him.
Would
Are you
definitely be
sponsoring a
interesting.
team? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no. I was like, no. I don't currently have the disposable income to sponsor a team, but it sounds like a lot of fun. So maybe one day I will do it.
Yeah.
I'll keep Kerr in mind.
One day we'll do it all.
Yeah.
Alright, so guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to subscribe. We'll be having more of these awesome tournaments in the upcoming year. We have a lot of them planned ahead, so stay tuned if you're not watching this on YouTube, and we'll be back in a second with another game.